Hello, this is KCLabs coming at you. I have here today a steel bowl of water, and I chose a steel bowl because it was resonant at certain frequencies. As you can see, I've got a little transducer here. It has there's a little electromagnet hooked onto a battery for ballast. And then I hooked this. There's a set of magnets in here. One magnet on the outside, one on the inside. And I wanted to investigate what happens when you resonate a pan. As you can see, this one is kind of at resonance. And if you take a look at the corners, you can see it's resonating off the sides of the bowl. Now, this particular little electromagnet is fed from a frequency generator, and it's fed into a preamp, stereo preamp right there, and it comes back into this little electromagnet. One of the things I was interested in is not so much that I get a resonance off this bowl, but what happens when the power starts to go up. As you can see, you can start getting all kinds of vibrations off this sucker at resonance. At resonance, it will just go nuts. And then what happens is you have this strange compression wave that starts to develop on this thing. Take a look at this little monster. It starts to go up and down. And I'm sitting here looking at this, and I'm like going, why in the world is this happening? And I must confess, I don't know why this is happening quite this way. Where this compression wave is coming from, I don't know the mathematics of this enough, but actually you can kind of see that it's got this node in the middle. I stick my finger in it, there's nothing going on there, but if you go over here, of course, you're going to feel all kinds of vibration. The reason why this is important is because you're generating this tremendous compression wave somehow, and I haven't figured out exactly how and why this thing is developed. Now, as I raise up the power, it ends up being that this thing goes up and down even further, and you can see all kinds of water. You can see the water that's coming off the sides. It's kind of spitting and spraying and getting everything all wet. Now, this thing has an application. This has an application because you can actually resonate the power going into this electromagnet, and you can resonate it. If you had the right magnet, you can resonate it down to nothing, and you would still have all this water activity going on in this particular bowl. Now, another thing to keep in mind is the placement of the magnets for your transducer is really important. I tried several of them down there, and it didn't seem to do very much, but up here on the sides it seems to really have an effect. So anyway, the placement of your transducers is very important. But if you think about it, this wave could be used as a pump or something like that, and I'm continuing to do experiments on it to find out what I could use it for. There's very little power going into this because you're using the power of the water in the bowl, not the electromagnet. At any rate, those of you who are interested, tell me where this compression wave is coming from. KCLabs out. Thank you.